Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. This is Game Complain for the second time in a week. I think the second time in maybe 2 days, but it is the 20th of the 4th, 2011. And in this episode, I want to talk about replayability in games and character customization. Now, I think that replayability is something that I've touched in previous videos, but when you've done as much crap on the internet as I have, it's hard not to repeat yourself occasionally. Before we get into that, catchphrase number one. I want to thank everyone who submitted their artwork for Game Complain. If you want to make an intro video, like a photo thing, which you can see at the moment, do it. Don't ask me what I want in it. As long as it's gaming related, I don't care. I'm asking you guys to do it because I'm artistically autistic. So don't ask what I want because I'll probably fuck it all up. And that's probably about it. So if you feel the need, I want to thank everyone who submitted. I did get a few. I did get a lot more than I originally expected. So I want to thank all of you. You can send them to stillatspawn@gmail.com or you can send them in a download link to my YouTube. Either way. But before we get into the main topic, I want to talk about the Turtle Beaches. Now, the Turtle Beach is a great headset, but the fucking battery life is going to make me commit suicide. Now, I do have rechargeable batteries. I knew in the head that this was crap. I didn't know it would be as bad as it is. But here I have the Duracell AAA. Why do things use AAA? Just fucking AA. That is the standard battery for fucking everything. Just AA. But there's this really good recharge. Duracell suck. Don't buy Duracell. Go with the Energizer, or what's the other one? There's another one. I can't remember the name of it. Go with that. Because at JB Hi-Fi, they've got a charger with the batteries that apparently have over 100 charges in them, which I want, but they're like $40-something. And they come with the charger, all with AA's. And then you have to pay another $30 to get the AAA's. And now, my Xbox rechargeable battery is starting to go and won't recharge as good as it used to. Things are just going to shit, battery-wise, at my house at the moment. It's ridiculous. But what I want to talk about, first of all, is replayability in video games, and does that affect you buying them? Now, I'm not talking about replayability as online multiplayer, because we all know that, first-person shooters, Call of Duty, Medal of Honor, well, not Medal of Honor, because, actually, speaking of Medal of Honor, I wonder if the 4 people that bought that game are actually subscribed to me, and could you tell me if you're still playing it? Ooh, that's right, I took a stab at Medal of Honor players. So your popular games would be Battlefield, Call of Duty, FIFA, all those kind of games online. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the single-player experience. So, does replayability affect whether or not you buy a game? Now, replayability is a very big issue, and it has been a very big issue for a few years now. If your game hasn't got replayability, then what's the point? Back in the old days, there was no replayability. You beat the game, that was it. And that's what I kind of do. But you've got games now like Fallout, which you can play 100 times and never see the same thing. Same with Mass Effect 2, Heavy Rain. All these ones with different decisions and different dialogue trees. Dragon Age is up there. So does that affect the way that you play video games? Or you buy video games? To me, it really doesn't. Like, I love the fact that replayability is there, and the reason I'm bringing this up, because I just started playing Fallout New Vegas again, and for some strange reason, I much more enjoy a game the second time through, and I play a lot of games. Like, I've got heaps of games now to review. For Level Up Times, I've got 3 I got to do. I have finished 2 of them. I got to do the other one. I haven't even downloaded the other one. So I play a lot of games. And I get games just to do on YouTube, stuff like that. If I see a game on sale, I buy it. So I really haven't got time to play all these games that I want to play over and over and over again. Like, I really want to play through Mass Effect 2 again. I really want to play through Fallout, which I'm doing, because you miss things, and you miss a lot of the game. Same with Dragon Age and all those other kind of games. But to me, I haven't got the time, and I hate going through, like, maybe, especially with Mass Effect. I think I've played that intro part, maybe the first 3 hours of the game so many times that I get there and I really want to play it, and then I'm maybe 20, 15 minutes in and I say, yeah, I couldn't be bothered doing this. So that's why I started to play Fallout New Vegas, because Fallout New Vegas especially, you can go through many different roads, many different ways and paths of the game. Fair enough, it all turns to be pretty much the same at the end, but nonetheless. And I'm really, really, really having fun with it. Shit storyline and shit faction system aside, it is a pretty good game, and I haven't run into any of the bugs and glitches that I've run into on previous ones, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. So I'm thinking that I really want to play Mass Effect 2 through again one day. But there's so much. Now is a great time too, because there's pretty much, for me personally, nothing coming out until a month when LA Noire comes out, exactly in a month on the 20th of the 5th. So very much looking forward to that. I think I'll buy it online and save $20. Depends if JB has it. I think it's $70 from Game Lane. If it's $80 from JB on the day it comes out, I'll probably go to JB and just pay the extra $10 and bring it home with me. But I'm looking forward to that. And another thing I want to talk about is customization. I am a huge fan of games with customization. You know, that's why I love open world games, because generally with those you can customize. Saints Row. I mean, look at Saints Row the Third. That man, you can. There was a photo with a girl, with a melee weapon with a big purple dildo on a stick. Genius. So I'm looking forward to that. The customization, that looks really awesome from the screenshots that we've seen. Saints Row 2 and Saints Row 1 were amazing with customization. Same with Dragon Age, Mass Effect. Grand Theft Auto, I think, really dropped the ball with the customization in the fourth one. I mean, there was like 3 pairs of clothes that you could try on, none of which look good and make you look dirty. So, but Fallout, again, that really hasn't got that much physical customization, but your armor and your weapons and that's really cool. But I want to ask, and again, I was talking to Marcus on Messenger, and he brought it up. Do you ever play as a girl when you play these games and you have the option? Do you? And like, I've been on Saints, I'll use Saints Row as a platform here, but I've played online with Saints Row. Now, there's people who like to make their character look like a retard, there's people who like to make their character look good, and there's people that like to make their character look like themselves. Now, because my chin won't fit on the screen, I can't make them look like myself. I try, but it doesn't end up looking too well. So I try and make a guy who kind of looks like me, would share the traits that I have, so is a complete smartass, a dickhead, and a wanker, and, be, someone that I like. It's hard to explain, but someone that I like and a little bit of me. So I like to combine those two. But I've seen people on Saints Row and other games that make themselves have a nose the size of the screen, have this big fat head, and I couldn't imagine playing with that character, because games, especially with the main character, you're supposed to try and connect with the main character because that's who you're playing as. And if you look like the Elephant Man, no offense to the Elephant Man, but I couldn't play like that because I would just look at him and I wouldn't take him seriously. Same with pretty much every other game, so I have to like the way he looks, and he has to be a bit like me. So the bit like me would be the personality and the traits. A good one of those would be, what would be that? Probably Fallout New Vegas, I think, would be a good one. Like the intelligence and the charisma and there's another one. While the physical strength is down and the endurance is down, and all that kind of stuff. And then I'll improvise with a little bit of what I would like to be, and so forth, so on. So that's how I play the game. But for all those girl gamers out there, is it annoying for you when there's no female option in games such as, because most of the time the protagonist that you play as is normally a man, but are there guys out there that play as a girl? Now, the first time I played through Fable 3, I never got to the end, but I played as the girl, and I've played as the girl the second time through Dragon Age, and the second time through Fallout 3, I played as a girl, just something different. So I'm curious, and if you do, and Saints Row 2, I started a new one. This is like maybe my 25th playthrough. I started as a girl, and I was going to make her really, really, really attractive, and then she just turned out to be a slut, which was pretty funny. Like, she just wore a bra and underwear, and that was about it, and stripper boots, and the phone's ringing. But I didn't give a fuck. We're finishing this video, faggots. Shut up! So what I want to know is, how do you customize your character? Does replayability affect your game? And whether or not you enjoy playing as a female, especially in games such as Mass Effect, where it makes a huge difference because you have a voice, and the storyline and story arc is so, always changing, that it would be different. I mean, people have said that the female actress that does Mass Effect 1 and 2 is a hell of a lot better than the male one. So I haven't experienced that, but maybe you guys could elaborate on that. So that's what I want to know. Do you enjoy customization, or do you enjoy games where the character is given to you, such as Grand Theft Auto? And I'm talking about customization where you can completely change what your guy looks like or your girl looks like. Not like, you can try on this pair of shoes. So I'm curious to know, because I'm a huge fan of customization. I want to know your thoughts. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, leave a comment in the comment box, rate, comment, and subscribe. I'm out. Have a good one. Au revoir.